Welcome to Screen Recaps, and today we are going to recapping the movie Under Paris. The movie begins in the North Pacific near a gigantic garbage patch where researchers Sophia and her husband Chris study marine life. They detect signals from a tagged shark they've tracked for a year. Chris and 3 divers enter the water, guided by Sophia. They find a sperm whale carcass with large bite marks, and soon a massive 7-meter female shark named Lilith, which they have been following, appears. Despite Chris's fears, Sophia insists on sampling Lilith. Chris reluctantly pierces the shark, enraging it. Lilith violently attacks, killing the divers as Sophia listens in horror. She dives in to help but finds Chris's severed arm. Lilith entangles Sophia in a net, dragging her deep underwater, but she escapes just before blacking out. 3 years later, guilt-ridden Sophia works at a marine center. Student Mika, tracking Lilith with her NGO, convinces Sophia to join them. There, they meet hacker Ben, who can track shark tags, setting the stage for Sophia's confrontation with Lilith. Mika reveals that Lilith has mysteriously arrived in Paris's Seine River. Sophia dismisses it as impossible since sharks cannot survive in fresh water. However, Mika explains that some sharks have adapted due to polluted oceans and suggests freeing Lilith before it dies. Sophia deems the idea ridiculous and leaves. Later, out of curiosity, she tracks Lilith and is shocked to confirm its presence in Paris. Mika and Ben sail the Seine to locate the shark. Under a bridge, Mika dives alone, finding a car with massive bite marks, confirming Lilith's presence. As cops approach, Ben signals Mika, but she foolishly stays longer. Sensing danger, she surfaces and is apprehended by the police. The next morning, Officer Adil questions Mika, who claims to be tracking a shark. Skeptical, Adil is interrupted by an emergency call. Meanwhile, Sophia tracks Lilith by the river and warns a child to stay away. Adil and Mika arrive, revealing a homeless man was mauled to death, which Sophia identifies as Lilith's doing. They inform the police chief, who remains skeptical and demands proof. Adil and his team decide to dive into the river to find the shark. Mika tries to stop them, offering to use her tracking device, but Adil insists on capturing photos. They reach the location, and 3 divers plunge into the water, ready to confront the dangerous creature. The divers encounter a large dead fish, partly consumed, as Mika, an activist, watches from afar. Mistaking their presence as a threat to the shark, she convinces Ben to disable its tracker. Underwater, the divers sense a looming presence before Sophia and Adil recall them due to the tracker malfunction. Reviewing sonar recordings confirms Lilith's presence. Later, Mika broadcasts on social media about the shark in the Seine, urging its rescue. Meanwhile, Sophia, Adil, and the police chief meet the mayor to discuss the imminent international triathlon. Despite the shark threat, the mayor insists on proceeding with the event, demanding the shark be dealt with within 24 hours. To avoid killing it, Sophia proposes sedating and relocating Lilith. Ben interrupts with news that Mika plans to lure the shark near catacombs. At the catacombs, Mika's reckless actions lead to a startling revelation. Lilith has given birth. Adil jumps in to rescue Mika as the situation escalates dangerously. Adil grabs Mika, but she pulls away and swims further. Suddenly, Lilith leaps from the water, killing Mika. The onlookers panic and flee, causing chaos. Many activists and cops fall into the water, where most are immediately killed or severely injured. Ben also slips, gets knocked out, and drowns. Lilith then tears apart her offspring, likely because it was touched by a human. The injured are rushed to the hospital, and Sophia discovers that Lilith has adapted to fresh water and finds several babies inside its belly, revealing the shark reproduces by parthenogenesis. Shocked, Sophia realizes Lilith is a new species that can infest the oceans. She and Adil warn the mayor, but she refuses to cancel the upcoming triathlon, trusting the military for security. Determined, Adil and Sophia plan to eliminate the sharks themselves. They gather cops and bomb specialists to blow up the sharks underwater. Diving to Lilith's last location, they find thousands of baby sharks. Meanwhile, the triathlon begins with hundreds of swimmers entering the water. Sophia and Adil activate a sonar device to keep the sharks in place, and the bomb specialists start attaching explosives, racing against time to prevent a catastrophic infestation. As one bomb specialist attempts to press the detonator, baby sharks swiftly attack and kill him. Sophia urges everyone to stay still, but the second specialist panics and detonates the bomb, drawing the sharks to him, resulting in his painful death. With seconds remaining, Sophia uses a propeller to pull Adil to safety, escaping just as the bomb explodes, killing all the baby sharks. On the surface, Sophia helps Adil onto the boat, but returns to inspect something. Suddenly, the mother shark emerges from the rubble, terrifying her. Sophia surfaces to warn the others, but it's too late. The massive shark launches the boat into the air, devouring the cops one by one, leaving only Sophia and Adil. They climb onto the overturned boat as the shark heads towards a triathlon, attacking swimmers and turning the water red. Spectators watch in horror. The military arrives and fires at the shark. Adil and Sophia urge them to stop, but they are too far to be heard. The shark evades the bullets, and explosives from World War II are hit, causing a massive explosion that submerges the city and causes immense loss of life. In the final scene, Sophia drags an unconscious Adil, noticing baby sharks around. With Paris in ruins, more havoc is imminent.
I thought I was good.